I shall touch only 3 committee reports. One is a committee recommendation on social infrastructure and national development. In that report, and I was so grateful, at page 60 and 63, the recommendation to dredge the River Niger and the Benue River. Please add to that list the dredging of Cross River. That is one of the oldest waterways of that part of the world until the advent of motorways, and it should not be abandoned. 2, of the substandard bridge at Ikom should be reconstructed. That is a link between the southern part of that state, the northern part, and right up to Kasinala, right up to Maiduguri, is the shortest cut. And if it is a zone in Calabar is to be useful to traders, that bridge is overdue for reconstruction. 2, the committee report on models and social government. Mr. Chairman, the demand for creation of mosques will continue. There will be no end to it, especially now that we are giving added recognition that the federating units should be states and nothing else. Therefore, there is a need for equality of states in all the zones. The case for an additional state for the eastern zone is as clear as the sun at noonday. Southeast. It doesn't require any further argument, and provision should be made to give them the additional state. We've been on this issue of state creation since Zeke wrote his book in 1953. We are nowhere near the solution. I would one day, like His Royal Majesty, the Wujale Vejebode, hope that Logoja State will be created. It is the only former province created by the colonial administration that has no recognition today as a state. A portion of it has been given recognition as a state, but the real parent of the province is denied status of a state. Now, on the issue of revenue allocation and fiscal federalism, one of the most confused issues that came before this conference, and it's still confusing, even from quarters at least expected, is the meaning of what we mean when we talk about resource control. But, Mr. Chairman, I am not disappointed. I've been enormously encouraged. The wisdom displayed by the standard of debate by patriotic comrades in this hall has so pleased our heart that resource control was misunderstood. But resource control today is understood by even those who were doubting Thomas's. And we believe, by the quality of debate that we have listened to, resource control has made even those who never understood it better informed, and a lot more among them very wise. Having got that wisdom, having benefited from the knowledge of what we are talking about, let this not be another case of the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. In that instance, the Red Queen was interested in a case and wanted to give the ruling in favor of a party before her. What did he do? Demanded first the verdict before the evidence. He said, Madam, but what about the evidence? Oh, forget about the evidence. The evidence confused me. Verdict first. Some wanted to give us that verdict before listening to the case of resource control. Now that you know it, please give us a proper verdict. And that verdict must be rendered by this honorable House, by this honorable conference. You've heard the facts. Don't send us to a blind alley. Don't send us to a cul-de-sac. Don't send us to another committee. The files, the shelves in the ministries are full of reports that have never seen the light of day and may never see the light of day. If you send us to another commission to look into the case of resource control or management, it will never see the light of day. We are here to carry out reforms and make recommendations. Please be good enough, decent enough, courageous enough to make decisions, make recommendations that the administration will implement, and resource control should be one of them. Now, Mr. Chairman, if this is done, we'll all be very happy to go home singing that Nigeria unity has real meaning indeed, not just in concept, but in practice. Now, before my time runs up, some comments were made about the report that I had the privilege to chairman, and I'll just make one or two comments and I'm through. The question that we emphasized that the Nigerian center point view or cycle view or approach to our foreign policy remains valid as far as Africa is concerned. But we qualified it by saying that it's only in the context of specifically identified issues and overriding national interests. We're not going to be the Oliver Twist forever or giving our largesse and keep on asking, come back, we'll give you more. We want to get return for what we give out. And we went further to say that Nigeria should provide a strong domestic economic base. If we have to be assertive in our foreign policy, we must be seen to be buoyant in our economy. And one area that we made some impact when some foreign visitors visited Nigeria was the fertilizer company or plant in Port Harcourt. Most of the heads of state that visited it, which was functioning, were most impressed that we had such a wonderful project in Nigeria. That alone can advance our foreign policy. Why do we abandon it? Why do we pay lip service to the farmers of Nigeria? The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, by our population, recommend that Nigeria should have at least 15 such plants. We have only one we cannot maintain, we have abandoned, we want to privatize. What exactly then are we talking about?
Thank you.